All right, I want you to read some of the comments on this MAGA forum on Reddit. It's a bunch of Trump supporters complaining about Elon Musk right after their loss in Wisconsin last night. So Judge Susan Crawford, the liberal candidate, won by a comfortable 9 points after Elon Musk spent tens of millions of dollars trying to influence the race and capture the court with his own ideology. But on the conservative MAGA subreddit, the top comment says, "Belt to ass. I'm really effing scared for midterms." And then someone replies, "This is why Trump needs to stop with the Canada trolling, Greenland trolling, third term BS. I think he's making a mistake doing that. He's going to run off the undecided voters that voted for him and the Democratic voters that actually voted for him. He needs to stick 1000% to the things that we wanted and voted him for. Stop the junk talk." I love how these people still think Trump is trolling about Canada when he placed tariffs to try to get Canada to join the US. He's not joking whatsoever. But to continue, someone then replies, "This has nothing to do with Trump. Musk is an egocentric blowhard that tries to put himself at the center of everything, and he made it look like we were trying to buy votes, which galvanized the left and scared away moderates." Now, I think both of these people are right in their own ways. In the days leading up to the election, Elon Musk being in Wisconsin definitely did not help, but I think the performance of the stock market and the economy and of Trump over the past 60 or so days did not help at all as well. I mean, between Signalgate just over a week ago, and then Trump overstepping with his deportations, and the tariffs, which are supposed to start today, April 2nd, that's the day I'm recording this video, of course people are angry. But here's some good news for you all. I've got a lot more comments like this that I want to read for you. First, can I just break down what Elon Musk was posting all night on Truth Social? I'm not sure if anyone's covered this yet because it's still fresh, but Elon Musk literally posted like 100 times in the middle of the night, and I'm barely even exaggerating. So the main tweet that he posted where he addressed everything after he lost it, it says, "The long con of the left is corruption of the judiciary." I'm not even going to spend too much time on this. It's just total BS. Elon Musk is trying to buy the seat in a corrupt fashion. It was illegal in Wisconsin. And if you want to talk about long-term corruption of the judiciary, just think about the Supreme Court. Conservatives have been kind of smartly stacking the Supreme Court for decades now, making small moves since like the 80s to try to get a right-wing conservative Christian Supreme Court, and it ended up working. So if you want to talk about the long-term corruption of the judiciary, look no further than your own party, dude. Mike Lee says, "Much of it starts with legal academia." Harry Sisson says, "You're mad. You spent millions and lost." Someone said, "Handing out $1 million checks to influence votes to buy a judge isn't a threat to the independence of the judiciary at all." Obviously making the point that what Elon Musk is doing is exactly what he's accusing everybody else of doing. I mean, let's just go through Elon Musk's account since last night. If you can see on screen right now, this tweet was posted 7 hours ago, the long con, corruption of the judiciary tweet. And then 6 hours ago, he replies to him and X. And then he tweets a meme 6 hours ago. "This is what happens if you take Dayquil and NyQuil at the same time." Okay, I feel like this dude is kind of just trying to obfuscate and flood the zone with stuff so people don't know he's an effing loser. He then tweets 6 hours ago. Again, 6 hours ago. What the hell is this? 6 hours, 6 hours. Still, we're in 5 hours ago. I mean, this dude was staying up in the middle of the night, replying to people. I just scrolled through so many tweets, y'all. That was genuinely probably like 60 tweets or 70 tweets that Elon Musk sent out overnight. And you know, maybe that's why they're losing races. Someone else said regarding the Wisconsin race, "I live in a county that Trump won 2-1, and I saw nothing but Susan Crawford signs all over the county. It was a combo of a bad candidate and blowback on Elon Musk getting all the hatred from the Democrats and some undecided voters. I knew we would lose. Sucks, but it is what it is," this person says. I knew we would lose, this person says. It sucks, but it is what it is. What about this person in the conservative subreddit who said, "Musk should have stayed out of it. He's a polarizing loudmouth that's only loved by people that spend every second online, and him giving the appearance of trying to buy votes undoubtedly turned away moderates and energized the left. I can't believe his idiotic stunt cost us an otherwise winnable election." Thank you so much. And check this map out from Ben Wickler. This is a map showing the shift in margin from the 2024 election that happened a few months back and the election that happened last night. You can see The blue arrows to the left show a massive shift in margin. Some areas larger than others. If you look over to Northwest, it seems like there are larger arrows than over to the right up here. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is so satisfying to finally see some blue arrows again. God, it is so satisfying because after the election, you guys were all there. I don't have to tell you, but like the few weeks after that were so brutal as more and more results came out and as we saw these massive shifts, because we have to accept the fact that in the 2024 election, there were massive red shifts across the country, largely due to inflation or immigration, whatever you want to blame it on. But now we are seeing the shift back very, very quickly, and the fight's not over. The fight's not even beginning. We're just 2 months in. We're just starting our protests, our town halls. But honestly, I'm starting to like the shape that the Democratic Party is taking, especially over the past 60 days. I'm still pretty disillusioned. We have a lot of weak leaders. People like Chuck Schumer are screwing us over. But when we have people like Cory Booker breaking records, and then right after Cory Booker breaks a record, we have Greg Casar going on. Everybody is doing town halls. Maxwell Frost is doing town halls. Everybody is going out there, spreading their word, doing events and PR stunts to make sure that their word comes out. It's great. It's super solid. Someone said Musk probably gifted her this election with his autistic screeching on Twitter. I wouldn't use that language, but the conservative subreddit does, I guess. He should have let the money do the talking. Someone said, not just that, he needs to turn his attention to fixing real issues instead of dwelling on bizarre fantasies. This is referring to Trump. Actions are what he needs either way, and talking about this crazy stuff and not getting it done is doubly bad for the prospects of the party. That's actually a good point coming from this conservative. When Trump throws out all of these crazy plans, none of them happen. We're never going to get Greenland. We're never going to get the Panama Canal. The tariffs have barely even happened, but when they do today, if they do, he's not going to get the result he wants in the short term, medium, or long term. He talks about this crazy stuff and doesn't get it done. That's the wild part. Streamer Hasanabi said, yo, Elon Musk, maybe you shouldn't have showed up to Wisconsin, man. I think people hate you there. True, good point. This is an AI photo of Elon Musk crying to the results of the election. Now, the Trump admin has been posting very similar memes, but it will actually be immigrants crying while they're being arrested, and it's like a cartoon version of it. Just sick stuff. Have you guys seen that? The Trump White House and the admin, they're posting cartoon memes of people getting deported. And I just want to end this off by showing you a chart comparing the wealth of George Soros to Elon Musk. When these people say George Soros is some nefarious actor pulling the strings, they don't understand that Elon Musk is genuinely way more rich than him. Also, even if you compare what they've contributed to politics, Elon Musk blows George Soros out of the water. But George Soros' net worth is roughly $7.2 billion, and Elon Musk's fluctuates every day, but it's somewhere around $340, $350 billion. So he is absolutely blowing George Soros out of the water, and that's not a good thing, but you really cannot compare the two. But just really quickly, back to Wisconsin, can I just finish this off with what we secured last night? This Supreme Court race had a lot of implications, from abortion rights being on the line. I mean, the court is currently reviewing Wisconsin's 1849 abortion ban, which was a law written before women could vote, and now Crawford's win will likely mean the law stays blocked and women turned out. Women did their thing last night, so congrats to every woman in Wisconsin or across the country. Voting rights were also on the line. They just made a voter ID decision, but there will be more and more voter decisions over the next months to years, especially with the Trump admin. So ahead of the 2026 midterms, it'll be nice to have a Supreme Court that is on our side. Also, labor rights were on the line. Redistricting will happen soon. Wisconsin has one of the most extreme gerrymanders in the country. It's kind of known for that, and the court is now thinking of undoing that. They now have the power to give voters a real choice again, and that's what Elon Musk was trying to stop. He was trying to buy a map that is favorable to him, buy voter rights that suppress people. He wasn't just backing a candidate. He was trying to rig the rules of democracy in his favor. And he lost. He lost. I love it. I love it so much. Make sure you drop a like if you're happy as well. Drop some blue hearts if you made it this far. I'll see you all in the next video, and peace out.